Armed intervention in the affairs of others is utterly unjustifiable. September 8, 2013. Here in the non-physical realms we observe with wonder the amazing results that your loving intentions are achieving all across planet Earth. Right now, as you measure time, 99% or more of humanity wants a world of peace, harmony, forgiveness, and of course love. Consequently, there is a vast and ongoing outpouring of loving intent all across the world as those who keep themselves consciously aware of the disharmony, disunity, and bitterness that needs healing, maintain and strengthen their loving intent daily. Your news media is reporting quite clearly now on the general disfavor with which people in those countries considering military intervention in the affairs of other nations view their leaders' increasingly urgent and truly ill-considered attempts to persuade them that it is the right thing to do. They do not agree, and they see quite clearly that armed intervention in the affairs of others is utterly unjustifiable. Politicians and elected representatives yearn for and feed hungrily on approval, so with widespread disapproval threatened they quickly alter their opinions and change course. To avert any and all military interventions, keep on letting your elected officials know how strongly you disapprove of them, and at the same time intend that their hearts be open to the continuous bombardment of love that is raining down on all the inhabitants of Earth as the New Age establishes its presence ever more firmly. Refrain from judgment, from the intent or the desire for restitution or punishment of those you see as the cause of the intense suffering in many places, and seek instead, through the love and wisdom of those who are working constantly for peace, for meeting and reconciliation between all parties in conflict. And then watch with joy as it happens. You are all immensely powerful beings of love because that is how you were created. And you are now coming into awareness of this as you observe the amazing effects that your loving intentions are most definitely bringing about all across the planet. You are changing the world by being love in action, and that is why you are on Earth at this moment in her history. It is not by accident that any of you are here, those who love, those who hate, those who fear, those who attack, those who forgive. Every one of you chose to be on Earth for the part you needed to play to learn the lessons that you needed to learn. And you are all learning your lessons extremely well. Before the New Age arrived in December 2012, your world had been enveloped in the consequences of eons of judgment, of betrayal, of abuse, and of an intense bitterness, because all on Earth have, at various times, been betrayed and have been the betrayers. This had spawned an ongoing desire for the capture and punishment of wrongdoers. But of course no one is without sin. Everyone has done wrong, however self-righteously they may have tried to present themselves to others, and to judge one another only aggravates the disharmony that has for so long endured on Earth. Over the last 300 years or so, a new awareness has been growing of the right of every human, without exception, to live free and with all their needs satisfied. As this awareness has grown, laws have been passed in many nations that honors this divine truth, and the result has been a gradual opening of hearts to the field of divine love in which all exist. Consequently, over the last 100 years, and partly as a result of the horrendous wars that have been fought recently, this awareness has led to a vast increase in the numbers of those seeking to extend that entitlement to freedom to all of humanity. The results of that collective intent are evident in the social services that the more enlightened nations now offer to their citizens. Effectively, an enormous change in the collective intent has been brought about, and that intent is now bearing fruit that is ripening rapidly, and it is fruit that will never decay, because it is the fruit of love. Love is changing the world most gloriously for all of its inhabitants, and this can be clearly seen in the intense desire planet-wide to bring peace and abundance to all of humanity. Do not be alarmed by the disruptions to social order or to the world economic systems that are happening and being much reported on. They are merely signs of the immense changes that are underway as humanity shakes off the shackles that it accepted by giving away its power to a tiny self-seeking and self-important minority, and which has kept it effectively bound and enslaved for eons. Humanity is now reclaiming its power, and with it the love and the wisdom to use it as always divinely intended, to create joy and abundance for all. Continue to hold love constantly in your hearts and to share it indiscriminately as the new age becomes securely anchored, permanently, in the hearts of all of humanity. Love is your nature. You are embracing it enthusiastically and discovering that nothing has ever worked so well for you. The promise of love is being abundantly delivered to all who choose to accept it. Make sure that you are one of those by just allowing it to completely suffuse you. You need do nothing else but allow. God then takes the next step, and the consequences will be utterly mind-blowing as reality dawns on you, and all that has ever hurt, frightened, or worried you dissolves without trace. With so very much love, Saul. Channeled by John Smallman. johnsmallman.wordpress.com